Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing today? This is Yusuf Chaudhry tuning in from New Mexico. It is 11:50 p.m. Central Time, and tonight's subject going to be the same thing like yesterday. Ask me anything about digital marketing, or maybe you can talk about a question that one of the Facebook attendees asked yesterday regarding the domain name. Okay, let's see. So here's a couple of points when it comes to selecting a domain name for your business. There are a couple of points I'm going to share. The first one is your domain address has to be or has to match the name of the business, basically. So if you have a LLC, S corp, C corp, or doing business as, or a registered business address, make sure that your domain name matches the business address. Now, if your business name consists of like 3 to 4 words, that's gonna be a little bit of a problem because when it comes to domain names, I highly recommend that if you can have a domain name with like 2 or 3 words instead of like 4 or 5. It's kind of too long. Okay. The second thing, social media platform or social media presence, it is part of the business now, which also means beside having the domain name of your business or creating the online presence for your business, you also have to generate the social media presence, which means your social media platform must match the business name or the domain name. Okay, it has to match the business name or the domain name, especially if you look at um, social media channels like Twitter. If you want to have, excuse me, any account on the Twitter, then you have to make sure that the name matches also on the Twitter account. Does that make sense? So if you have a business called, I don't know, San Antonio Chiropractor, that should be more than enough. But will that name going to be available when you create a Twitter account? And the reason I'm saying this because your brand name has to match throughout the whole social channel. That's the best option. I mean, in some cases, some businesses might have like 3 words, and all the social media channels going. You will have the ability to have the same exact name on most of the social media channels except maybe Twitter, right? So make sure the domain name matches the business or the brand. And my recommendation is not more than you can keep it within 2 or 3, but not more than 3 words. Okay, so that's in the name itself. Now, the other aspect that you have to look for within the domain name, it has to be something maybe relevant to your business, so be easy for people to understand what type of business it is. So, for example, if you sell travel packages for Disney, for example, maybe you can come up with a name or a business name that matches anything that has to do with business cruising or packages for the Disneyland and whatnot. Make sense? So that's the thing. Now, when it comes to the technical part of stuff, you do have to purchase a domain name from domain name providers. Nowadays, we have Google offers domain names, believe it or not, called Google Domain. You can purchase from them. Most of the domain names will cost anywhere between $10 to $15 a year. Okay. Now, when it comes to building a website, now you have to make a decision which platform you want to go with. Is it going to be a managed web platform like Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, Shopify, BigCommerce, or you want to build something totally different using an application like WordPress, Ruby on Rails, Drupal, Joomla, and so forth. So now you have to make a decision which platform you're going to start with when it comes to building that brand, right? Initially, what I also teach businesses that before building a website, you have to focus on target audience, then how many pages you want to create and why you want to create them, and what should be the objective, the sole objective of the business, what do you call it, the website itself. is the objective to collect name and emails or to book an appointment and whatnot. Make sense? So once you get the domain name, get it from the domain providers. And if you decided to go with a web hosting company, if you want to build a website on a self-hosted WordPress, then my recommendation is check out Google's web hosting. They do have a free service up to a year. It's called Google Cloud. You can also look into Namecheap.com. You can also look into SiteGround. Those are good companies with affordable prices. And that's it. Now you have the domain address, you have the web hosting, then you are going to start building the website. Okay? So typically that's how you pick a domain. But another technique, if you want to make sure that the domain name is not available anywhere else, you can go to archive.org and type that domain address to make sure that nobody else has it or no old companies or organizations are keeping the same name. You can also use this tool called Knowem. Let me show you real quick here. Let's see, Knowem. Let me show you Knowem. Okay, let me show you this awesome tool right here. The objective of this
Excuse me,
tool.
sir?
Yes, sir.
I have to close down the office. I've got a massive water leak.
Okay, no problem. Just give me like 2 minutes. I should.
I've got it like
Right now?
real quick now.
Okay, I will shut it down right now. Okay, guys, no problem. Sorry, I have to leave this place right now and continue later. If y'all have any question, please leave it below, and I'll definitely get back with you because I have to close office right now here at this hotel. Thank you all for coming in, and I'll see you all tomorrow.